Another thing, people are complimenting Russell Westbrook in his performances. This is not surprising to me. You enter the playoffs. No Paul George. He's a second option. Just like he was with OKC. Just like he was in Houston. He gets a lot more shots. So he's going to thrive a lot better. You're not going to win big with that. That's my thing. You cannot have Russell Westbrook as your second option and expect to win the championship. Expect to go to the Western Conference Finals. That's my whole argument. Play the song with your heart. Play the song with your heart. At one time. What is good, YouTube? This your boy, Aaron.
Brian.
And this is the Courtside View Podcast, and we are back today. Now, last week, playoffs just started, and today we are reacting to the games. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Man, NBA playoffs. So unpredictable. I'm mad at these refs. Keep kicking out all these players. What is going on?
Ref ball, I don't know.
So they didn't kick Joel Embiid out when he literally kicked Nick Claxton in the balls. But they kicked James Harden out for that? Really? Then they kicked Nick Claxton out.
Yep.
What are we doing? And they kicked Draymond Green out. Like, what are the refs?
Well, Draymond, that
was kind of justified, but be consistent and don't overreact to everything. It just blows my mind with these refs, man. They're so soft nowadays. It's just this culture, this NBA culture. These refs are so soft. Like any little thing, they'll kick you out for. It's just. But anywho, let's react to these games, right? Because I don't want to get too far into that because that's not what I want to talk about. So, yeah, NBA playoffs reacted to. So the Philly, they played last night. They played Game 3, and again, like I said, they kicked out James Harden and they kicked out Nick Claxton. Philly won Game 3.
That was a crazy choke job.
Yeah, that game was just ridiculous. Like, first of all, it was looking like a 90s style basketball for a minute, and I was like, okay. Joel Embiid, he didn't really play too well.
He wasn't even playing that good.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the stats right now. He had like an Anthony Davis type performance. He had like 14 points, 10 rebounds. He did have a clutch block. Got to give him credit on that one. But yeah, he was atrocious. I was like, man, he looking like Anthony Davis out here tonight. I think he only was able to get to the line like 5 times. He hit like 4 out of 5. He was like 5 for 13.
Nick Claxton had him in hell.
5 for 13 from the field. So yeah, that was really much James Harden. Now, the star of the night was Tyrese Maxey. And I have to say, the whole thing with James Harden, he's going to want a new deal. I don't know.
I ain't giving that man no money.
I don't know. Tyrese Maxey looking like he could be the number 2. I don't know if I want to give James Harden that much money, especially at his age, especially since he's declining. Yeah, how you feel about Tyrese Maxey?
He's good. I've been on a Tyrese Maxey support train since last year when he was helping me win them parlays. Mm-hmm. But this year, I mean, he's a bucket.
Yeah, he is.
He's a bucket, especially in that fourth quarter. I was like, good grief, can someone stop this dude? But yeah, Tyrese Maxey, he's nice.
Yeah, he's valid. He seems like he could be a number 2 option.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, because the whole thing with Damian Lillard, trade Damian Lillard to Philly. Man, do you really want to give up Tyrese Maxey for Dame? And then some other players as well? You really want to do that? He's young. He's going to be less expensive, and he could be a good number 2. Because if you look at it, once James Harden went out, he just started hooping.
Yeah.
So, do you really want to do that? That's tough.
I think I might rather find like a good point guard as opposed to, because like Dame with Embiid, that's all right.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, but like
the age is the problem. Yeah. He's like 31, 32. Tyrese Maxey, it's like 3rd year in the league, 4th year in the league. He won't be around for a long time. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, I just roll with Maxey. See what Maxey got. Probably help build the roster around since James Harden money ain't gonna be on the against the salary cap. So
yeah, that Tobias Harris contract is just gonna. It just ruins everything because if they didn't have that contract, they'd be able to do a lot of different things. They could trade a lot of different pieces, but because of that contract, they're so limited.
all they had to do was keep Jimmy Butler, but
gave him the deal instead. Just absolutely, just ridiculous. And then they chose Ben Simmons over. Man, Philly.
Josh Harris. That's Josh Harris, the new Commanders owner.
Yeah, that's just bad. They didn't want a dog. They were like, nah, he's too much of a too much friction in the locker room, or maybe some of the players are just too soft. Ben Simmons. Yeah, Philly. It just seems Brooklyn's just
this
outmatched.
series is donezo.
Yeah, pretty much. Mikal Bridges, he was like 9 for 26, but he has a bright future, but. Yeah, it's just not good. That's really what it is, honestly. We just got to see next round when they play Boston, how they'll match up, because this right here is not a test at all. So other games on the docket. So, I think it was Wednesday. I think Timberwolves played. It was, Wednesday they played the Nuggets, whatever. And it was actually a really close game. But Jamal Murray, he turned into the bubble version and went freaking bonkers in the fourth. I was like, who is this guy? I was like, this is Jamal Murray from the bubble.
Yeah.
This is the guy that I remember who was cooking the Clippers, cooking the Utah Jazz. This is the guy that I remember that people were hyping up. So, yeah, him doing that. Anthony Edwards, he heard the noise. He was like, y'all not about to be calling me a fraud. You're not about to be putting me on the fraud watch list. He dropped 40. I think he's the only Timberwolves player. I think he has the most points ever in a playoff game as the Timberwolves.
Really?
Yeah.
KG never scored 40?
I think the points. I think he's the leader in points in the playoffs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I think he's the leader. Maybe it's his age. I don't know, but yeah, 40 points. That's Anthony Edwards is him.
Mm-hmm.
He is him, man.
He needs help.
Yes, because Carl Anthony.
Oh goodness.
Hold up, Carl Anthony Towns, Mr. Fraud. Didn't we have him on the fraud watch list last year?
I think we did.
Yes, he's. Ooh, we gonna get to that later on. This man right here is just. When it comes to those bright lights, when it comes to showing up when it really matters most, he folds. Where are you? I cannot find you. You play the Lakers.
I don't understand. Exactly. I was just about, how do you cook up Anthony Davis, one of the best defenders in the league, but you go against Jokic and it's just like.
Yeah, well, in the second half, I couldn't find him. I'll say that. He couldn't do nothing. In the first half, he was doing everything, but then the second half rolled around, and Anthony Davis was like, not today. Not about to happen to me. But yeah, man, Karl Anthony Towns, you just laying an egg. I'm like, dude, where's that dog? Where's that animal? He don't have nothing. He don't have none of it. Man, did you learn anything from Calipari? I guess not. Man, that's just crazy. But yeah, this series, Timberwolves. I mean, they could get a game because it was close. It was really close. Like they were in the lead at one point. It's just Jamal Murray went bazooka, started scoring in the fourth. I don't see that happening again. But yeah, that was.
I don't know.
That was crazy. That was
I
really
don't know.
Crazy.
Some people get hot and then he just keeps building.
He was looking like the bubble version. I don't see that happening. There's no way.
Home, what you say it was because the home crowd?
Yeah, I think that had something to do. You know, comfortable at home. You go to Minnesota. Let's see if he does it again. Because I'm not a believer. If he does that, the Nuggets might mess around. They go to the finals if he keeps doing that. If he turns back to the bubble version,
oh yeah,
they're going to the finals. There's no way. Because that's what Jokic needs. He needs another guy that can sort of, he can rely on. So, but yeah, that series, I think the Nuggets get them in 5. That's how I look at it. So then, Game 3, Suns and Clippers.
I ain't even watch it because I'd rather watch the Warriors.
First of all, Game 2. Before we get to Game 3, Game 2. The Suns won 123-109. Russell Westbrook actually had a really good game, and Kawhi Leonard, I think he had a solid game as well. I have to look, just looking at the stats real quick. Bear with me. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard had 31, but they still lost. So you have a amazing Russell Westbrook game and Kawhi Leonard game, but you still lose. So it just lets me know that
they need Paul George.
And
if they had Paul George, the Clippers might be up 3-0 right now. No funny.
That's their story. These entire 4 years. What if they had this guy? What if they were healthy?
I don't even know how Paul George got injured.
What
was his knee?
Yeah, knee. Remember, I think he jumped or something, and he's just dumb. But yeah, man, game 2, the two guys were playing well, but they still lost. I mean, Kevin Durant, he did his thing, but it was Devin Booker.
Mm-hmm.
It was really Devin Booker. Devin Booker had like 38 points. And then Chris Paul, I think he came up big in the fourth as well. So those, they're just undermanned. The whole, they got depth. I hate these analysts. Don't believe when they say the Clippers have depth. They don't. Norman Powell's nice. Terrence Mann's nice.
He had like 40 the last.
Norman Powell can hoop. He's good. Terrence Mann can hoop. He's good. Nicholas Batum, mid. Bones Highland, I don't know if it's because of how bad the Suns' defense is, but for some reason he's hooping right now. I don't know what it is, but
if he would have hit that shot to put him within like 3 or 2, we could have been talking about a whole different.
Yeah, a whole different series. Yeah. I'm still not sold on Bones Highland. I just think the Suns are just that bad on defense that he's just going off for some reason. But yeah.
I mean, shoot, the last year in the playoffs he was getting his game off though.
Bones Highland?
Yeah,
I don't even remember.
It was against the who the Nuggets played.
They played the Warriors.
Maybe it was a series before. Didn't the Nuggets play? Who did the Nuggets play before they played the Warriors?
No, they didn't. They didn't advance at all.
They didn't?
No, remember the 2 years Jokic won MVP, they got bounced in the first round.
Oh.
I think they lost to the Suns 1 year and they lost to the Warriors last year.
2021, they didn't lose in the first round.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They lost in the conference finals.
No, they didn't.
The semifinals.
Nah, bro.
Sure?
I think they got bounced out in the first round. I forgot who it was, but they lost in the first round. I remember.
Because I swore we saw.
Because Nick Wright was like, "How can you give this dude another MVP? He got bounced out in the first round. Like, what are you doing? Keep getting bounced out in the first round." And yeah, I forget what team it was. It wasn't the Suns because they played the Lakers, but it was.
Was it the Clippers?
Nah, the Clippers had I think they had the 4th seed that year. I forget. I think the Nuggets had the 6th seed, and whoever the 3rd seed was, they lost to. Because I know the Suns were the 2nd seed. Utah was the 1st seed, and the 3rd seed. I can't remember who the 3rd seed was. Whoever the 3rd seed was, I think they may have lost to. But anywho, regardless, I don't even know why are we talking about the Nuggets again? I don't even know. But anywho, yeah. So the Suns, they have Kevin Durant, they have Devin Booker. The Clippers, they're missing Paul George. That's the story. That's the story, though. I just don't see them advancing. I don't care what anybody says, because Game 3 comes around. Kawhi Leonard's injured. Dude's played 50 games and can't get on the floor in the playoffs. He has to it's not load management, but he has to sit out in a playoff game. A pivotal playoff game. What do you do if you're the Clippers with Kawhi Leonard? Do you just say we're just gonna have to ride it all the way, or just give up and say bye Kawhi?
I mean, you kind of have to just let it play out, because I mean, I'm pretty sure teams will trade for him, but like, I don't think you won't get really good comp to where you will be still able to compete.
But if you're the owner, you giving all this money, you're spending all this money, right? You have an elite front office, an elite coaching staff, and you keep getting bounced out in the 1st and 2nd round. Your players can't stay healthy. What's the point of having them on your squad if they're always hurt? you might as well just take the Band-Aid off and start over. Start fresh. Get some picks. It seems like they know how to develop players. It seems like they know how to, acquire talent. Why not just trade Kawhi, trade Paul George, and just start fresh and have players that actually can play the games? Because it seems to me these two guys are unreliable. That's what it seems to me. And you can't win that way. It doesn't matter who the coach is.
That is true.
So
we'll see. We'll see.
And another thing, people are complimenting Russell Westbrook in his performances. This is not surprising to me. The thing with Russell Westbrook, when he came to the Clippers, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard were healthy.
Okay.
Right? So that means Russell Westbrook's going to have to, just like with the Lakers, be the third option. Sometimes be even the fourth option. Sometimes even the fifth option. And the Clippers went 0-5. Lost like 5 in a row. Right. Russell Westbrook, his game pretty much similar to the Lakers. Right. Now you enter the playoffs. No Paul George. He's the second option. Just like he was with OKC. Just like he was at Houston. He gets a lot more shots. So he's going to thrive a lot better. You're not going to win big with that. That's my thing. You cannot have Russell Westbrook as your second option and expect to win the championship. Expect to go to the Western Conference Finals. That's my whole argument. I understand Russ, he's going to get his numbers as the second option. He's going to get his numbers if he's the number one option. That's not the problem. What we're saying, what people are saying is Russell Westbrook, you cannot win a championship with Russell Westbrook. Why? Because his game involves him getting a lot of shots, getting a lot of opportunities to dribble the ball. You can't limit Russell Westbrook. And so you see he's playing well right now is because they're giving him so many opportunities because Paul George isn't on the floor. I applaud him. He's playing well. But at the end of the day, when it comes to winning a championship where you need guys to sacrifice, I don't think Russell Westbrook and his play style is conducive to winning a championship as a third option. That's not who he is. Because he needs the ball a lot. He needs to get a lot of shots. I'm just saying. I know I sound like a hater.
Yeah.
I know I sound like a hater right now.
That kind of came out of nowhere,
But it's the truth. Like, people think that, we're saying Russell Westbrook trash. We don't think Russell Westbrook's trash. What we're saying is that you can't win a championship with this guy because his game is predicated on him dominating the ball and having the freedom to shoot whatever shot he wants. When you're trying to win a championship and you're the third option, you're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to do what Chris Paul is doing and pretty much taking a step back and letting Devin Booker and Kevin Durant cook and you setting them up. You're going to have to do that role. And I don't think Russell Westbrook is comfortable enough to do that role because, number one, he's not a good shooter. And number two, he turns the ball over a lot. So when you have those two things that you're trying to overcome, it's going to be a problem. This is not me being a hater. This is just me being objective when it comes to Russell Westbrook. And that's why he needed to go. That's why he needed to be. That's why I'm glad he's not on the Lakers no more. Because we weren't going to win a championship with him as our third option.
Y'all going to win a championship now?
Listen, you already know how I feel. I said what I said last podcast. I'm not going to repeat it again. I'm going to let the games, I'm going to let the outcome, I'm going to let the box score speak for itself because you'll see.
Y'all wasn't looking too good the other night.
Listen, man. The Kings lost to the Warriors without Draymond Green and freaking Gary Payton Jr.
And I told people, I said, put your house on the Warriors game 3.
It happens. It happens all the time. For crying out loud, the Raptors, the year they won the championship, they lost to the freaking Magic game 1. The Bucks, they won the championship. They lost to the Magic game 1. The best player was Vucevic. It happens. We did our job. We stole a game.
You sure?
On the road. Yes, we did our job.
No. You said the Bucks, when they won that ring, they lost to the Magic, whose best player was Vucevic. Vucevic was on the Bulls by then.
Was he?
Yeah.
I could have sworn he was on the Magic. But that's worse. That's even worse, actually. If he was on the Bulls, then that's actually worse. But anywho, actually, are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Wait a minute.
I'm pretty sure Vucevic was on the Bulls in 2021.
Okay, you're probably right. But anywho, yeah, man. Again, it happens. I was frustrated as hell. Yeah. By the way, let's transition to that game. So yeah, game 2 happens, and the Lakers, there was no energy. This is one of the things that is good about I'll explain. One of the things that is dangerous about the Lakers is that they're unpredictable. And that's why I was like, okay, if I'm the Kings, I don't want to play them because they're very unpredictable. You don't know what to expect from them. They could shoot. They can make 15.
I knew what to expect from the Kings in game 3. I knew that home crowd had them gassed up, and them performances was fake outside of De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, the Lakers are very unpredictable. You don't know what the hell to expect. They could hit like 15 threes, role players get hot one game, and the next game they could be ice cold. Like, you just don't know what to expect with the Lakers, and that's what makes them dangerous. It's like a great street fighter. Like, you going against a great street fighter. Like, you don't know what the hell to expect because their technique might be a bit sloppy, but they might do some shit like that very unexpected that might knock your ass out. Like, it's something like that where you're not facing a boxer where you can study him, where you know, okay, he likes to do this. Like, his tendency. Like, the Lakers, they're very unorthodox. Like, they're very unpredictable in the way that they do things. And so, again, the last game, no energy at all. Anthony Davis, man.
A. Disney returned. Actually, no, A. Disney was really good.
See, I try to embrace. Whenever I try to, you can never like Anthony Davis. I'm talking about his game. You can never fall in love with his game too much because he'll do stuff like this, where one game he'll have 20, 12, 7 blocks, 2 steals, 50% from the field, and then the next game he'll have 8 points. Next game he'll have 13 points. This is what I'm talking about with Anthony Davis. Oh, Aaron, you're a hater. Why are you so hard on Anthony Davis? Because he does stuff like this where every night you don't know what to expect with this man. One night, he'll look like the best big in the game. The next night, he'll get cooked by Xavier Tillman. Oh, my God. This is DeAndre Ayton 2021 all over again. Literally. How does Xavier Tillman out-rebound you? How did Xavier Tillman outscore you and D'Angelo Russell combined? How is that possible?
Well, D'Angelo Russell is not a good playoff performer.
And D'Angelo Russell actually had a good game 1. I think he had like 19 points. How is that possible? How do you let that happen? You're a top 20 player. You're one of the best bigs in the NBA. You're a top 75 player in your prime. You're only 30 years old. You acting like you're 35 or something. I better see greatness from you, Anthony Davis, game 3. I'm telling you. If I don't see greatness from you, I have to put you on you're teetering on fraud watch. Don't make me put you on the fraud watch list, my brother, because we will do it. If you're getting cooked by Xavier Tillman like you did against DeAndre Ayton in 2021, I won't be hesitant. Get it together. But I'm optimistic. We're going to win game 3.
I'm sure.
We're gonna win game 3, and we're gonna win game 4. We're gonna listen. We're gonna go up 3-1. I'm gonna say it right now. I believe in this team that much. The crowd is gonna be electric. I expect LeBron James to not take the bait. LeBron James is not gonna take the bait. LeBron James knows about this. Listen.
What are you talking about? What do you mean take the bait?
Dylan Brooks.
Oh man, you know he don't pay no attention.
Listen, Dylan Brooks, he talks so big, but he'll shoot 5 for 14 from the field. A guy that's shooting 5 for 14 from the field shouldn't be talking like that. Your teammates are carrying you, not the other way around. Imagine scoring 12 points.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, I like villains. I like it. It makes the game more entertaining. But at the same time, know your place. Know your role. You're not that guy. And I told you. Oh, yeah, another thing. What did I tell you about Austin Reeves versus Jordan Poole? You say, I trust Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole is trash in the playoffs. I'm not even going to say it.
You mean this playoffs?
Yes, this playoffs.
Okay.
I tried to tell you. I watched the film. I see the tendencies.
What was Austin Reeves' stat line the last game?
I don't know. I didn't check. But listen, again, Jordan Poole, man, I don't even want to get too much because we talking about the Lakers. But anywho, I expect the Lakers to show up game 3. I expect LeBron.
Y'all are going to split a home game.
No, we're not.
Yes,
We're not. No, we're not. We're not. I'm telling you this right now. Lakers, they're going to handle their business. First of all, after what happened in game 2, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, they're going to be hyped. The team's going to be hyped. We're going to be at home. I don't see
Heard this before.
What?
Heard this before. Oh, they ain't going to do that again. They locked in and then they lose again.
Listen, man, we got the whole squad. We're going to be at home. We're going to be feeling ourselves. I'm telling you.
Yep.
I'm telling you. Keep doubting us. Keep doubting
I'm not doubting. Y'all still going to win the series, but
keep doubting us.
The Grizzlies ain't no, like, y'all think the Grizzlies like some hoes or something. Like,
they not. I said it. It's going to 6. I think the Lakers they're going to protect home court. Grizzlies going to get a game at home, and Lakers going to close them out in 6. Okay. That's how I look at it. Okay? So, yeah, I expect LeBron to still do what he always does. Anthony Davis, I expect him to have a big game. I expect the role players to show up as well. And I expect a lot of energy from the team overall because we need this game. Come on now. Ja Morant tanned? What is wrong with Ja Morant? Like, this dude, he wants to dunk over everybody. Like, come on, man. You got to be more disciplined. That's one of the scary things about a guard that is so predicated on getting to the rim. That's why I like De'Aaron Fox a lot because he's more so mid-range, 3-point shot. You might be onto something, De'Aaron Fox over Ja Morant. You might be onto something because the way that De'Aaron Fox be looking, I don't know, man. If you watch the games, De'Aaron Fox look better than Ja Morant. I'm sorry.
I think his game is better, like as far as his versatility is better. Yeah,
it's just I would say Ja might be. I feel like
I think Ja's more talented.
Yeah, I think. That's debatable. They're both like from a talent perspective. Like De'Aaron Fox is probably the fastest guard in the league. He's athletic as hell. Also, I think he's a better shooter. He's a better mid-range scorer, and he's a better closer.
I think Ja's just like I think he's a floor raiser. His ceiling is higher.
I don't know.
Like,
it's hard to say.
Like Ja has he has like this superstar, like, I hate using this word, but he has like that superstar aura. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know. That's hard to say. It's really hard. I feel like both of them have that potential.
I think
Ja. I think he's a little bit better as a floor general, a little bit better as a passer.
So do the Grizzlies get better or worse with De'Aaron Fox over Ja?
Man, I think they do.
You think they get better?
I think for the simple fact that because De'Aaron Fox, his game is not predicated on getting to the rim, you could space the floor a lot better. I think Ja's ability to get to a spot from 15 feet to 25 feet comfortably and being able to knock that down is a lot harder to guard than a point guard that needs to get to the rim that can only shoot a set shot three and likes to shoot floaters. Like, you can just do drop coverage on Ja and have your best on-ball defender on him, like Vanderbilt, and he'll struggle. But with De'Aaron Fox, that's a lot harder because not only is he quick, not only is he fast, but he can shoot. If you play drop coverage, he's going to kill you from the mid-range. So I think that De'Aaron Fox, I'm not saying he's a better player. I just think that his play style, De'Aaron Fox's ability to hit mid-range shots, hit threes occasionally is a lot more dangerous. So that's just me.
Okay.
But yeah, comparisons between De'Aaron Fox and Ja Morant. Yeah, I just think they both have the same sort of ceiling, in my opinion. But yeah, Grizzlies. Ja Morant's injury, the Lakers need to handle business. They really need to handle business because it's no excuse. I'm so mad because why didn't I can't stand Masai Ujiri. Why didn't he do this last year? Why didn't he fire the coach last year? Why you have to wait a year? Just trying to sabotage the Lakers.
Oh, brother. Man, anywho, next topic.
Oh, my God.
Next topic.
We could have had Nick Nurse if this man would have just fired him last year.
Next topic.
They were talking about this last year. Why wait? Man, it just frustrates the hell out of me with Masai Ujiri.
Man, anywho, next game we got the Warriors and next series we got the Warriors and the Kings.
We already talked about the Warriors and Kings.
Did we talked about it for like 2 seconds?
Oh, all right. Well, all right. So, Warriors and Kings. I will say that Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole were awful. They were just. It was a Stephen Curry, Andrew Wiggins, Kevon Looney show. Everybody else was just non-existent. I tried to tell you about Moses Moody. I'm not sold on Moses Moody, and you were like, "Oh,
he played good the last game."
When? What did he drop?
See, I know I think he only had 4 points, but his impact. See, the box score. Watch the game. Watch the games. Watch the games. He was in the right places, making the right plays.
Oh, okay. Oh, he was
the young dude. Both him and Kuminga had decent games.
He was setting good screens.
He
was setting good screens. He was rebounding the ball at the right time. Hockey assist. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with you on that one, but game 3, it was just Stephen Curry, Kevon Looney. I think he had like 20 rebounds.
420 on 420.
Yeah, and Andrew Wiggins. And that was about it. The Kings, they just laid an egg.
Yeah, they could have hit water if they fell off a boat.
Yeah, Malik Monk, he was ice cold.
I'm telling you, man, them home games be so fake. Cause like, bro, you're not like that. Why are you doing this?
They're a young team, so they like to feed into the crowd, whatever, give them a little. They're like,
you know what's funny? Funny? In both of those home games in Sacramento, the Warriors could have won, but guess when they get to Chase Center, it wasn't even close. This is why I said, give me the Warriors in 7. All they have to do is play one game.
Yeah,
just one game on the road.
I mean,
out of what, 4?
Yeah.
I like those odds.
You like those odds? Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see game 4 if they're able to protect home court. If they are, then it's gonna be interesting because all they have to do is win one game on the road. Their best bet to me is game 5.
I was thinking that too.
Because game 7.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bet against them, but it's gonna be very, very hard.
We're gonna need. Was that game 4 or 5 where Curry went crazy in the finals?
Game 4.
That was game 4. Okay.
Yeah. I will say that because of their experience, it will help them against Sacramento because they're young and they might be, it might be a little shivers. You know what I'm saying? Goosebumps. So.
Do you possibly think that fatigue could start taking a toll on the Kings as the games go like later into the series? Because it's their first time, they all energized up. They could have been playing super hard them first 2 games and just flame out.
I don't think so. Because they're young. They're very young. It's only 90 minutes between, stadiums and everything like that. So I don't think that's gonna be big of. One thing I will say that is interesting. I think Mike Brown. I think it was either game 2 or 3, where I think it was the sideline reporter was talking about how Mike Brown wants his team to play faster, and I thought about it, I was like, I wonder why he would say that, and I realized that they are a young team.
Yeah, the Warriors don't got much athletes for real.
Yeah, and they're very athletic. And another thing is the Warriors, they're up there in age. And the young guys aren't very good. They're not really playing them that much. Stephen Curry's like 35. Clay's like 33. Draymond's like 33, 34. Kevin Looney, I think he's in his like late 20s, whatever, but he's dealt with some injuries, and they've been to the finals so many years. So I can actually understand that. I was like, yo, that is actually, something that we need to really watch.
But you notice last game, Warriors play more like half court style, and the Kings couldn't do nothing with it.
Yes, that's the thing. Yes. And the Warriors, that used to be like
the best thing to do against a team that goes fast is to go slow.
That used to be a whole of the Warriors' offense. Like, they weren't really a good back in the day. Like, when they first was starting to get it going, they weren't really a good half court set team.
Yeah.
But then after, I would say, when Kevin Durant showed up, that's when they started to evolve and they became really good in the half court set. I guess that's because of experience and stuff. I think that's part of it, and just knowing where to go, how to set screens, different sets and everything like that. That could probably be why. But yeah, the Kings, they like to get off the break. They like to get in the fast break and stuff. So yeah, I think we gotta definitely see how that sort of transpires as the series goes on. If the Warriors is able to slow it down, get to their half court sets, because if the Kings are able to get out to the break, it's a wrap.
And the nose thing I like a lot, it was killing me all, because the Warriors, like, it was just one play specifically. It was I can't remember who was driving, but Clay was guarding Harrison Barnes in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And he cheated over that hope with the drive. And I'm like, you fool, why are we giving up threes to stop twos? I think, Harrison Barnes, he made that one. I was like, why are we giving up threes to stop twos? I know twos are technically the higher percentage shot, but threes are worth more. When you think about it, 15 two-pointers on 50%.
Sound like Mike D'Antoni.
It's still 30 points. But if you shoot only 30% from three, you still get the same 30 points. So, like, it's literally, like, it blows my mind. I'd let them drive all day. You just not about to let these, like, Kevin Huerter, Harrison Barnes kill me on the three-point line.
Kevin Huerter has been cold, too.
Yeah, Kevin Huerter, he stunk it up last
ever since that three-point contest. He's been hot and cold ever since.
Malik Monk was off. And everybody was off besides De'Aaron Fox.
They only scored 97 points.
Yeah.
That's the thing with the Kings. They're one-dimensional. If they can score points, it's going to be very hard to beat them. But when they have to grind it out, it's going to be very tough. They can't play a 90s style of score. It has to be the 120s, the 130s, or it's going to be very difficult for them. So, definitely gotta see that.
Am I missing something? I do not see the hype with Sabonis.
I agree with that.
Like, I see him get the ball at the top of the key. He's not even looking to, like, at least do a mid-range or attack the basket. He's literally just waiting for someone to pass. I'm like, how is this dude, like, all-pro? People keep saying this dude all-pro. Yeah, the double-doubles is nice and all, but
not very impactful.
Yeah, like, what does he do exceptionally well? Rebound. He could rebound, but, like,
Kevin Looney effect.
He did have like 20-something. He had a pretty solid game, but in a losing effort. So was the points really that impactful? Not really.
Right.
I just don't see the hype with Sabonis.
He had 15 points last game.
He had how many?
He had 15 points game 3.
I thought he had 20-something.
He had 16 rebounds. That's interesting. 6 turnovers though. Sheesh.
Yeah, what does he do exceptionally well? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
All he does is mess up the spacing. He can't shoot.
Pretty much. But he he's excellent, supposedly excellent passer, and he could rebound the ball. But you're absolutely right.
His mid-range is like
on and off.
Like, where's his post moves? No post moves in him. Like, good grief.
Yeah. Well. No Draymond too. That's just bad. That's just really bad.
Next game is going to get very interesting.
Definitely. Game 4 is gonna tell us a lot about the complexion of the series. So, all right.
Next, we got the Heat in Bucks series. That's why I brought it up.
No Tyler Hero. Yeah. Big loss for them. If Tyler Hero was there, maybe it would have changed the series a little bit. But overall,
got ran.
The Bucks just even without Giannis, they're really good there.
Drew Holiday, man. Drew Holiday looking like
all
number
NBA,
2. Because where is Chris Middleton at? He played well game 1.
Yeah, he's the number 2 now. He's the Robin now. Chris Middleton is Alfred now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They chose, you know what I'm saying? They switched places, bro.
Listen, I just need Chris Middleton to be Batman for one series, and it's against the Celtics. I just need him for one series.
One series, huh? Yeah, because Drew Holiday, man, he's just been stepping up so much. I wouldn't be mad if he made All-NBA because he definitely deserves it. He's been really good this year. So, yeah, he stepped up in big ways. Chris Middleton's just a wild card in this. Like he's really the X factor and everything. Like if he goes off, it's a wrap for the league. Like they're winning the championship if he plays well. If he turns back the clock to 2021.
It's funny because both 1 seeds have a dude that's like, okay, if they finally go back to their old ways, it's over.
Pretty much. Yeah, it comes down to that a lot of times, and so. But maybe they don't need it from him because the way that the roster is set up, shoot. He looks so good, even without Chris Middleton giving.
Or the Heat just that bad.
Yeah,
it could be a little bit of both.
Injury. But yeah, that's really for the
oh my God! See, and thing is, they'll play the Cavs next round. I'm pretty sure. And I was kind of concerned, but looking at the Cavs, I'm like, I'm not there.
Not really.
As much as I like Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, I've never seen dudes so big but can't rebound in my life. Giannis is going to eat their lunch.
They're too small
on the boards.
Listen. Oh my God.
Giannis and Brook is going to eat their lunch on the boards.
I was complimenting Evan Mobley on his his game and everything, but he's so small. He needs to get.
He's not going to be able to guard Giannis at all.
He's just too small. Like he's getting cooked by Julius Randle in the paint. Now they did win in convincing fashion.
Yeah, they beat the brakes off him.
Yeah, the Knicks they didn't have a whole lot of energy that game, just like with the Lakers. And we'll see this tonight. We'll see tonight in Madison Square Garden how they sort of rebound. But yeah, Evan Mobley, he needs to get in the gym. He needs to get his weight up because he's getting bullied in the paint, and it's just sad, honestly. Great defender, but oh my gosh. And his game, like he's just so raw from his offensive game. Like he doesn't have really any moves that you can really rely on. Like he has a lot to work on. He has a lot of potential, but he has a lot to work on.
Yeah.
But Donovan Mitchell, he was phenomenal. Just looking at the stats.
Garland had a good game.
Oh my God, Garland was tremendous. What did he have? Like 32? Oh my goodness.
My dog DG.
Yes. Donovan Mitchell had 13 assists. What?
Yeah.
Garland was 10 for 11 from the free throw line, 6 for 10 from the 3-point line. Man, he was.
This is
cooking.
what I was expecting from Garland after what he did last season. Yeah. I was surprised Halliburton had a better year than Garland.
Evan Mobley had 13 rebounds that game. He had 2 blocks, 2 steals, had 13 points.
See, that's a good stat line.
Yeah, that's actually pretty solid. Now, Jared Allen, I don't think he did much.
He really doesn't. He's mostly just
he had 10 rebounds. He had like 3 blocks. Okay, I mean that's what you expect.
Yeah, that's what you expect from Jared Allen.
And they won by 17. So that's what you should expect from those guys, really. But yeah, the Knicks, on the other hand, like we just need to see more from. Let's see. I think Julius Randle, he had like 22. 8 for 20.
What was Jalen Brunson's stat line?
Jalen Brunson was 5 for 17. He had 20
he
points.
wasn't hooping at all.
RJ Barrett.
Let me tell you something. RJ Barrett and Cam Reddish, you owe your game checks to Zion Williamson because if it wasn't for him, y'all would be, I don't know where y'all would be at. Y'all would be in Guangdong.
Oh, my God. RJ Barrett, how did he average 20 points in the regular season? I don't understand how it. He has no moves. What does he do in the offseason? What does he work on? Somebody said fashion. Clearly, he does not work on anything. His shot is just terrible. His just his ball handling is mid at best.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen guys at the park dribble better than him. It is so bad. He is so stiff on the court.
It's awkward to see him play. I'm like,
Yes.
Like, is he all right? Are you sure this is an athlete?
Yes. I'm like, dude, what do you work on? I remember 2 seasons ago he had like a off-season sort of clip, whatever, of him working on his game. Haven't seen that since. Like, what are you working on, dude? Like, ever since his second year, he shot like, I think 40% from 3. His 3-point percentage has gone down. His field goal percentage has gone down. Now the points has gone up, but
that's because of volume. He ain't
efficient.
efficient.
How much was that? Because number one, you're the third option, and you got Jalen Brunson setting you up, and Julius Randle. You know, he's the number 1 option. How much is that? Because he's just, I don't see it. He's not that guy.
Yeah, I was confused.
Yeah, I don't see it at all. I feel bad for Knicks fans because seeing him play is just.
He
tragic.
was supposed to be the franchise guy. Y'all had to go out and trade for one.
Yeah, he's just not it. He's just not that dude. He has no bag. He's not a hooper.
Yeah.
He's just a basketball player.
Yeah. Like, you ask someone what does RJ Barrett do well, they'll be like,
He could play defense, but that's about it.
Yeah.
He can't do anything. He can't finish well. He's not really a good finisher. He's not a good ball handler.
Can't really shoot like that.
He's not really a good shooter. Like, what does he do? Seriously. But he averaged 20 for some reason. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me.
Be the quietest 20 points you'll ever see.
It blows my mind. It's crazy. You're like, oh my God, he averaged 17 his second year. He averaged nearly 20 his third year, and he's averaging 20 this year. Like, I don't see it. I just don't. But yeah, the Knicks. Yeah, this game will be interesting to see. You know, Stephen A. Smith, he's hyping them up. I hope the Cleveland comes out and shut them up because
I think they'll win the first game.
Yeah,
but then Cleveland might get the second one.
All right. Well, so let's go. Let's see here. Let's go to let's pick the games. Right. Let's pick the games. We'll be back on Friday. So. How's this schedule?
So it's gonna be 2 games by the time we come back?
Let me see here. So Friday, Celtics, Hawks, Cavs, Knicks, Nuggets, Timberwolves. So for today, I'm gonna go Celtics.
Obviously,
I'm gonna go with I think.
I don't know. I don't think the Hawks get a game. To be honest,
I don't think so either. It's looking like it. Now the Cavs and Knicks.
I'm gonna go Knicks.
Man, this is.
First game at home, the home team usually wins.
That's a good point. I'm gonna go Cavs. I just have a funny feeling the Cavs got this in the back. Then I'm gonna go Nuggets. I think Nuggets, even though they're on the road, I think
the Knicks
Nuggets
are only favored about 1.5 points. That's kind of.
I'm gonna go Cavs. I like the way they played last game. So then let's go Saturday. Grizzlies, Lakers.
What about the Nuggets and Timberwolves?
Yeah, I picked the Nuggets.
Oh, you picked the Nuggets?
Yeah,
Oh,
I picked the Nuggets.
They are favored it by 2 points.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Actually,
I might go Timberwolves.
I'm gonna go to the upset. I'm gonna go Timberwolves.
I'm gonna go
I
Timberwolves.
think the way that they played, it wasn't until Jamal Murray just closed the deal.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Timberwolves. I'm gonna go with the upset on this one. Saturday, Grizzlies, Lakers. I'm gonna go Lakers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Lakers.
76ers, Nets. Oh shit, it's about to die. I'm gonna go 76ers, Suns, Clippers. I'm gonna go Suns, Bucks, Heat. I'm gonna go Bucks. What about you?
Yep. Pretty much we agree on everything.
Okay. Sunday.
Except
yeah, what's
if
up?
I think Kawhi plays the next game, I'm gonna go Clippers.
Okay, that's fair. Cavs, Knicks. I'm gonna go
Cavs.
I picked the Cavs. I'm gonna go Knicks. I'm gonna go Knicks on this game. Kings, Warriors. I'm gonna go Warriors. Celtics, Hawks. I'm gonna go Celtics.
Yep.
And then Nuggets, Timberwolves. I'm gonna go Nuggets. I just think the Nuggets still go up 3-1 on them. Monday, Grizzlies, Lakers. I'm gonna go Lakers.
I'm gonna go Grizz.
Okay. Bucks, Heat. I'm gonna go Bucks.
Yep, Bucks.
And then Nets, 76ers. I think 76ers close them out that game, so I go 76ers. Tuesday, Timberwolves and Nuggets. I'm gonna go Nuggets.
Yeah.
Clippers, Suns. I'm gonna go Suns. Hawks and Celtics. I'm gonna go Celtics. All right.
Knicks, Cavaliers on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That'll be game 5, right?
I think so. So I'm gonna go Cavs.
Cavs close them out. And
Well,
Cavs
I have
in
it
6.
two. I have it 2-2 right now because I have the Knicks winning 1, Cavs winning 1 at New York. So I'm gonna go Cavs. This will go 3-2.
Yeah.
Lakers, Grizzlies. I'm gonna go Lakers. Heat, Bucks. I'm gonna go Bucks.
The Lakers on the road?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Wait. No. I got Grizzlies. Sorry.
Yeah,
I got Grizzlies.
I'm gonna take Grizzlies at home, Game 5.
All right, and then Heat, Bucks. I'm gonna go Bucks.
It won't even get to game. Oh wait, no, it has to get to Game 5. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go I'm gonna go Warriors. Yeah, I'm gonna go Warriors.
On the road.
Yeah, I think they get Game 5.
I'm gonna stick to my original prediction. Warriors not winning until Game 7, so
Okay.
I'm gonna go
All right,
Kings.
All right. Thursday. Nuggets, Timberwolves.
This series will be over.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
Did we predict?
Yeah,
it right?
Game 6 of Nets. Oh, the series gonna be over, but if it is still there, I'm gonna go Nuggets. Suns, Clippers.
I think it'll be a Game 6.
I think Suns win this in 6. Celtics, Hawks. That's not gonna happen. 76ers, Nets. Not gonna happen. All right, so that'll do it for the predictions. And yeah, that'll do it for predictions. Fraud watch list.
Oh yeah, right.
So, who's on the fraud watch list? We introduced this last year. The fraud watch list. We had guys like Jimmy Butler, which was shame on us.
Yeah, silly.
That was very silly. We had Karl Anthony Towns, and I forgot who else we had on the list.
We had I think we had Tatum might have been on it for a little bit.
Interesting. But yeah, that's who was on the list. Now, new year, new list. But there might be some familiar faces. So, number 1, Karl Anthony Towns. Like, no question.
That wasn't my number 1, but
no, I'm just.
this
is not in order. I'm just saying number 1, Karl Anthony Towns is on the fraud watch list. We all know he's not. He's a playoff choker. He for whatever reason, every playoffs he just doesn't show up, and I'm trying to find him. He's not there. So Karl Anthony Towns is number 1.
I'll go. Number 2,
You'll
Trae Young. Where you been at, man? We been looking for you. We can't see him.
I don't know. I can't find him.
Man, Atlanta got some decisions to make.
They really do, because it's getting very dicey up in there in Atlanta. Number 3, Jordan Poole. This dude right here has been atrocious. He hasn't played well in recent memory. Last year he had that, nice little run, whatever. But it's a new year, it's a new season, and he's been awful. Trae Young, number 3. I said Trae Young, number 3. Jordan Poole, number 3. Number 4. I don't know if I have a number 4.
You're not gonna put AD on it?
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
Because he had a nice game 1. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to let him redeem himself.
Should we put Joel Embiid on the fraud watch?
No. He had one bad game. Let's not do that. No.
I mean, his playoff averages drop considerably every time.
Well, James Harden.
We already know
James Harden's on the fraud watch list. He's number 4.
We know about James Harden already.
He's an abomination.
Abomination is crazy.
Ever since he put on that Philadelphia 76ers jersey.
He had a good first 2 games he was all right. Well, maybe not the second game, but the first game he was all right.
You sure?
Yeah, first game he had like 20-something.
Okay, well. Actually, I might have. I need
he
to
still
see.
Should be on the
matter
list.
Matter of fact, history goes that he's not really good in the playoffs. I'm putting him on the fraud watch list. I think game 3 he was okay, but overall I have to see more. I have to see more before I say, okay, you're not a fraud no more. You're good to go. So, I don't know if there's anybody else that should be on the fraud watch list. That's all I can really think of right now. There might be some other people that I'm neglecting. There's probably some more people that I'm neglecting right now. But as of right now, those are only guys I can really think of. The list is fluid. There will be updates to the list most likely. So stay tuned to that. And yeah, that's the fraud watch list.
Yes.
The last topic for the NBA before we get to the NFL real quick is whose legacy. We did kind of talk about Kawhi Leonard's injury a little bit much. Whose legacy is most on the line in these playoffs?
I don't know if anyone's legacy is really on the line. It's just, I get maybe Jokic's, because like we expected my number one seed. We expect at least the conference finals. You know what I'm saying? So I guess maybe Jokic, maybe Embiid. Tatum would kind of be low hanging fruit, but.
You make some good points. Those are some names I was thinking of too.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I could think of.
It's between Embiid and Jokic for me. One, because I expect Embiid to get the MVP. And number two, Embiid in the playoffs has been hot and cold. I hear a lot of praise about Embiid and all this stuff, but in the postseason, he hasn't been the greatest. That's where I praise Jokic, because at least Jokic shows up in the playoffs a lot of times. Even when he's undermanned, he still puts up something.
Yeah.
So I would say, because of the controversy with Jokic and the possibility of him winning 3 MVPs, I would say Jokic is probably his legacy is probably most on the line, for the simple fact that people are just outraged that he won 2 MVPs. And if he loses, if he doesn't even make it to a conference finals, it will give those people that don't believe Jokic deserved those 2 MVPs more validation for whatever reason. So I think his legacy is most on the line. People are going to protect Joel Embiid no matter what, just for whatever reason, because his game is flashy. He plays for Philadelphia 76ers, so I think he'll be more protected and then he plays defense. That's another thing. I think Jokic, his legacy is certainly on the line. But you can argue like the whole thing about, legacy on the line. Like, what does that even mean, right? Does that mean that if this person doesn't produce, we're not going to look at him the same, per se? Like, what does that really mean? And so you could argue Chris Paul. You could actually argue Chris Paul. So there's a lot of guys that you could really say legacies are on the line. But
you could say KD.
You could say, but then again, he won 2 chips. He's top 15. He's undeniably top 15. Even though people will say, "Oh, well, you didn't win a ring without Steph. Oh, you need a stacked deck." At the end of the day, people are gonna say, "Well, he's top 20 regardless." So I don't know. I just think, looking at it, it feels like Jokic is that guy. It feels like he's the one person that's legacy's on the line, and maybe you can argue for Chris Paul or, I don't know, Embiid and maybe Tatum or somebody else. But I just look at what Jokic has done, the back-to-back MVPs, the expectations. I feel like he's the one that legacy on the line, because he gets disrespected a lot.
Who, Jokic?
Yeah, he gets disrespected. Only like guys like JJ Redick or the I forgot the other NBA analyst, the white guy. I forgot his other name. I forgot who he is. But guys like that, they're the only ones that really give him respect. While other guys, they'll give you a what is it called, the
backhanded compliment,
like a Kendrick Perkins or somebody. Like, that's how it really is. So, and I say Richard Jefferson, he also gives him some love as well. But those guys, that's really the only people that will really defend him, and everybody else sort of gives him backhand compliment. All right, so let's transition to the NFL.
We forgot one more addition to the fraud watch list.
What is it?
He plays for your team, and no, it's not Anthony Davis. It's D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, that's a good one.
It was a stat. I'm pretty sure you seen it in the group chat. Out
I
of
did.
players that taken 200 shots in the playoffs, I think it was 656 total. D'Angelo Russell is like 640 something in field goal percentage. That is abysmal. And he has earned his spot on the forward watch list.
Oh my God, I forgot about him. That's a good one right there. Cause oh Lord, you talk about the brick is going down. Oh man, that new contract, brother. I'm sorry, if you want $30 million, you're not getting it. If you want 25 M's, I don't know if you're gonna get it.
Austin Reeves play PG at this point.
Because the first person we're gonna re-sign is Austin Reeves. Second person we're gonna re-sign is Roy Hashimura. Third guy we're gonna re-sign is definitely not you, because I already know what D'Angelo Russell's gonna demand. He's gonna demand like 25 M's, and we're not giving him no damn 25 M's. I'm sorry.
Not gonna be able to do it.
Not gonna be able to do it. He's been awful. The first game he was good, but that play-in game and then game 2, he need to show me something.
Hashtag not that good.
D'Angelo Russell, what you gonna do for me? Come on, man.
He ain't gonna do nothing for you.
Come on, man.
Just in the verse right there, just in the chorus, right? He ain't doing nothing for you.
But yeah, that's the far was list.
Cold world, still a cold world. And a couple y'all is cool, but we a little more thorough. Whole time, a little more girls. You know I spit that sick shit and it's still no cure. Hold up, loud.